Morning. Do you ever feel like you're under pressure? Washers. It's all right, bad joke. It's Monday. Give me a break. I got a few of them sitting here. Figure we'll recap on that a little bit. Since everybody's breaking out the pressure washers, why don't you go over a few things? Let's start with the big monster right here in front of us. Really? Okay, maybe that'll work. There. RB 800. That is the big Mama Jamma. Close over $1,000 for that big boy. Does have pressure adjustments, so you can, if you're doing siding or sidewalk, you can adjust it. We talked about accessory handles. This is what I was saying about. Oh, it's a Gatling gun like feature. Why is that stuck? Ha, there we go. So, see, Gatling gun feature. You can loosen that up, and you can, however you feel like you need to adjust it. But you screw it down in there, makes it tight. This is what I was talking about. To make sure, because we have a bunch of these extra triggers in here. This is what you would need to look at. Your end piece here. Get you more in the picture here. This end piece here would have to make sure you match up with your hose. Everyone makes theirs special. You have to check on it. Other than that, RB800 is a big boy. Pneumatic air tires and stuff on it. I mean, like, holy freaking shnikes. Extra reinforced hose. That hose has got, if you see, like, that one, that's your normal hose and stuff. That is that hose, but covered in a layer of, what I can equate it to would be like dry belt covering on it. So, I mean, it's a heavy duty hose. You only get about, I want to say, 15, 20 feet. I tell you what, maybe we're going to get a normal summer this year. It's not summer right now. Got the cool days starting up. So maybe we're going to be a normal summer where it gradually gets warm. It would be nice. Woo! I am all greasy already. So that's the RB800. That's the top of the line. That's the biggest bucks for that pressure washer. The RB600, that's your step down from that. Still got the pressure adjustment and stuff on it, but not as big a Mama Jamma as a frame. They run Kohler engines on these, which is really kind of cool. Very easily, it's a gas and oil machine. Don't mix the two, okay? So you have separate gas, separate oil. Got a nice air filter built in them and stuff. So you can take off the cap, unclip it, pull the cap off, pull the filter out, off to the races. This is around a little over $1,000. I know this is probably a step down from that. They're big bucks. Snowblowers. I got snowblower on the head already. What the hell? Wow. I just kind of dumbfounded myself right there. Crazy. So 600. And then I've got the guy hiding in the back here. Right there. This one. That is, I don't know. Doesn't have a tag or a number on it, but it's definitely that one back here. It's a lot like this one right here. That one's more money than this one is right here, but it's a steal. I mean, not figuratively like it's a steal. It's steel, STIHL. Same time, you got the regular plastic one. Well, you've got the wand. This is a normal wand on this one back here, where this is one of those ones where it's got like that adjustable handle in the front. So you can do plenty of different things with this. Now, oh wait, there is another. Just saw the reflection. Hang on. Oh, that's a step down from that one, from the 600. That is an RB 200. So you got 800, 600, 200 back here. 800, 600, 200. Stepping on down. So that's damn near the same size as that one in the front, the Pioneer, the how we had front stuff. Some people are brand name people. It's like, hey, you know what? I'll buy a steel. I love steel. Cool. Hey, if you're looking at the price tag and going, I don't want to afford that one, I suggest going to the Pioneer that's here. That guy. That is 3,300 PSI, a Briggs & Stratton engine, which is really kind of nice in a pressure washer to have a Briggs & Stratton engine because it's easy. We could get Briggs & Stratton parts. Really simple. 3,300 PSI, you're looking at $449 for that sucker. It is very simple to use, very simple to work with, and you're getting the same bang for your buck buying that guy as you are that guy. I'm going to be honest. Steel, you could do probably a little bit better on those prices with the pressure washers. Let me stretch your neck. Now, as I was saying, as I've said in a few videos behind this one, pump saver, please. Pump saver, what you do is you disconnect the inlet, you disconnect the outlet, you screw this onto there, and you put the trigger. What that does is that pushes the water out of the pump, and then it's like an antifreeze, but it's not antifreeze, okay? It's an antifreeze that if you can't store it in a weatherproof garage or the basement where you don't have to worry about that, you do the pump saver. It's got conditioners for the seals and for the rings and everything, and it's an antifreeze. Keep it from freezing. I would say if you're going to store it for the winter, even if it is in a heated garage in your basement or like a heated barn or whatever, still do it, because that does help with the seals and everything in that pump. It's a conditioner too. So it's an antifreeze and conditioner. Not antifreeze, but it's like an antifreeze and conditioner to help with the seals in it. I always suggest every season check the air filters. The air filters on these guys, unfortunately, if you do a lot of pressure washing, you really should replace them probably every year. Because filters are paper or like a plasticized paper or like a fabric, and if it gets wet, it does not work as well as it should. So you want these guys to breathe as best as they can while working. I do suggest if you do a lot of pressure washing, replace it every year. Always check your oil levels and stuff. Some of these bigger ones, they got like an oil level sensor. Maybe. I would always check your oil levels because you don't want to starve this guy while you're demanding what 3,300 or 4,000 or 5,000 psi out of these engines and stuff, and it's struggling because you ain't got enough lubrication in there, you're going to burn it up in a heartbeat. So always check your oils while you before you use it, maybe even afterwards stuff. What we talked about, the air filters, oils, gas. Please, 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 because these are not used as a consistent machine unless you got a pressure washing business. Then you're using it consistently. Always buy, but still always buy ethanol free gas. Ooh, ooh, ooh! Watch. See the truck? Big thing coming through. Mission critical. Any of you know what that was? Oh, there's another one. I know you really can't see it that well because like the sunshine washes it out and stuff. Big freaking containers coming through. I have no idea. Ethanol free gas. I know it's an extra dollar more, but all in the long run, that's going to save your machine. It's going to make it run better. Okay. There are studies online. There are blog pages online. The benefits of using ethanol free gas in yard equipment. Unleaded fuel burns hotter. That's right, why it needs a liquid-cooled engine, hence your car. But it burns hotter. And the ethanol, because the engine burns it hotter, it can burn that ethanol off. These things are not liquid-cooled, so they can't burn off the ethanol in it. So it tends to clog the fuel filter, clog the jets in the carburetor. That's why when you walk into your backyard with your push mower and you hear someone else's mower going, yeah, 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 that's the ethanol. And I'm not in league with the gas companies. I don't get a buck or cents or whatever for telling you to go to ethanol-free gas. I've just seen it. I've seen the effects on it in the machines that come in here and stuff. I've seen the effects of it using it at home. My mother, when she did ride her Honda Shadow, it was a Honda Shadow, she swore by ethanol-free gas. Because when her motorcycle was running ethanol-free gas, man, it just rode like a freaking dream. But if she had to stop on emergency and get emergency gas because she ran herself low, I had to put regular fuel in it. It ran like a dog. So, yeah. We have the next door neighbors, or the across the street neighbors parking in our parking lot. They don't seem to remember where they're supposed to park. So, that being said, guys, the pump saver, the checking your filter every season, checking your oil after every use, ethanol-free gas, just all those things to make sure everything is running as proficiently as possible. Okay. Other than that, guys, I love you. 510. I have to figure out how to do drawing. I really do. I really do need to figure out how to do a drawing. Oh, this person's going to park right down there. They don't listen. That being said, guys, I love you. Thank you for the 510 views. Thank you for the 12 of you guys that are on here. Yeah, just keep it up. Share these videos and tell your friends, tell your family members, hey, follow this guy. He's got some good information. He's fun to watch. We'll live, we'll laugh, learn, have some fun. We're going to be outside soon. We really are. I gotta plug in the mics, make sure they're fully charged and everything. I gotta get the battery. I got to plug this thing in, so the battery's charged on this. But we're gonna be out there real quick. Okay, guys. I love you. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you next one. Peace.